our friends. Life is good. Come on by and take a chair or lean on the rail. Let's have laughter and remember fun times on the front porch. Robin Dave always had the light on for fellowship and making memories. We will try and make you stay the best it can be. Yes, life is good. Sometimes life gets in the way. It's hard to smile on the front porch. But our friends remind us we are still here and care. Yes, life is good. Southern fried podcast sitting on the front porch on a Friday night with our friends. Life is good. Friday night is a front porch night and all is right. Yes, life is
Well, good Friday evening. Welcome to Front Porch Talking. I'm Rob. That's Dave. We are up and at 'em. Jen says hello. Steve got up also. He couldn't talk because of that dang picture from this morning. Laugh out loud. That was horrible. Horrible.
I just showed that to Dean.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, oh my gosh.
Why? Why?
If I got to see it, you got to see it.
Hey, but you didn't have to keep showing it. That's the bad thing. All right, fine, we had to see it, but you had to keep popping it up on us. What, very nice. Oh my gosh. I've got to leave a message for Steve here real quick.
Tell him Fetterman lives.
Well, I've got the volume down, so I can't tell if he's hearing me or not.
Well, you can type it in.
There we go. All right.
She did, Miss Jeneth. She said it was a really fun day. She said, but she's got a ton of paperwork for me to sign. But she was good. She called me on the way home. She didn't know I was at home, but then she said, you couldn't have come and got me. The road was stopped. There's so many people trying to pick up their kids on the first day. She said, I'll just walk, but she wanted me to talk to her all the way home. The school's just 3 streets over. A lot of kids walking, but it's makes her feel better to have me on the line. So,
Well, yeah.
there's always a freak out there, but generally the kids look out for the kids, and parents and everybody in the neighborhood. They would be ill advised to try to bother a kid in this little neighborhood. I'll guarantee you. Bear, did you send me an invite on Facebook? I had an invite from you. I just want to make sure that's legit. I thought we were already friends on Facebook, but I haven't. I don't know that for sure. So anyway, I was just wanting to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Yes. Is that the you that I think it is? Or is it the you that I don't want to clog up my Facebook? Uh, yes, Barry,
Yeah.
it was a much cooler day today. It was a lot better. So I got a little bit more mowing done today. Because, mowing. So,
Mowing.
mowing. Lots of mowing. A long way to go. I'm going to try to get it all done this time. He said yes, but he believes he sent the second one the second time because he thought y'all were friends already too. Okay.
Okay, I'll check it out. I just want to make sure that everything was kosher.
Yes. Oh, I announced it today on the lunchtime show. The Word folks are not going to be here tonight. They had a emergency run to Tallahassee, and they said they would not be back in time. So we're going to shoot for one day next week. Don't know exactly the day yet, but should be sometime next week. Also going to try to set another interview up for one day next week as well. It'll be a good one. It'll be heart wrenching, but you'll probably want to turn in anyway. So, uh, you know, things aren't the same now. I have to keep reminding myself of these things. Things aren't the same now as they were when you and I were kids. Uh, and and I make it sound like it was so long ago. Yeah, I'm in my 50s. You're in your very low 60s, right? Are you 59 or 60?
60.
60. All right. In our lifetime, all right, number one, look how much technology has changed just in our lifetimes. From computers, nobody had computers when we were kids. Now everybody's got one. Our gaming console was an Atari. Telephones hung on the wall. You didn't carry it with you. It's basically a mini computer wherever you go. That's just in our lifetime. Okay. And it's been the same change in the way kids treat each other, almost. These bullies and stuff that are out there. I mean, you and I will sit back. Let's face it. I know I have sat back and wondered, what in the world? How can these kids be so thin-skinned? But it's changed so much from when we were in school to now that, yeah, I mean, it's probably changed just as much as the technology's changed. So I don't have a real grasp or a concept of what they're going through. And I feel bad about that.
Well,
go ahead.
Technology can do amazing things.
Yeah.
I mean, without technology, we wouldn't have that right there.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, just saying.
I know. I'm telling on you.
Oh.
He's busy right now, but he's gonna get back over here in a minute. He's hammering away. I hope he's hammering on that picture. Ugh. Don't you? Dave, that's just nasty. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's busy right now, but he's gonna get back up there. I'll do it too. I'll tell you. Mm, that is just uh. But you know what? I'm going to say this, sir. You know, that is just wrong. That is just wrong. Completely and totally wrong. And you should be ashamed of yourself.
But I'm not.
But
I'll
you
just
should
be,
be,
I'll just
sir.
be honest with you. I'm not.
How can you not be ashamed of yourself for doing stuff like that?
Sometimes everybody has to say something. Well, that's quite disgusting. That's way worse. That's
I don't know
way
about
worse
that.
than
Oh,
that
I
other
don't know
picture.
about that. I don't know about
And I
that.
mean way worse. Not even in the same quadrant, time zone.
No, oh
No.
no. Oh, I know yours is way nastier looking. My God. Jenna said, Steve said his page was a safe zone. Oh, oh my. Sorry, sir. I did find that one earlier today, and I was like, if he does it tonight, Barry, do not ask him questions like that. He'll put it back up. Oh, you don't want that, sir. Barry said, "What is it? Peaks?" And Jenna said, "From Hillary."
Well, I mean, I think it did have a some feet exposed. I think it went all the way down to the feet. Did it
Dave,
not?
Dave, don't pull it
Let's
back up.
see. Oh yeah, there's a foot.
Ah, you got to give us warning, dude. You have got to give us warning before you do before you do that. Oh, I can't believe Kevin Sorbo is the one that posted it. Oh my gosh. Oh. Hmm. You got to give us some warning, dude. You can't just be throwing stuff like that around on the screen. You got to warn people. There needs to be like a disclaimer or something. Oh my gosh. The only thing I could think of that could possibly be worse than that picture would be Maxine Waters in a two-piece. Yeah, look here. You're even getting poor Michael. He's got a tendon torn on his foot. He can't get up and run away from it. He's stuck looking at it. You can't be torturing Michael like that. Give him some warning. Give him a chance to close his eyes. My goodness. Just says Steve doesn't want picks. He does. He'd take one of AOC in a heartbeat. If he'd take one of AOC, he might as well take that one. Oh, that wasn't very nice, was it? Oh, it's kind of fitting though, because you got Steve banging on the iron over in the forge. He's that steel driving man, like John Henry. And that outfit with Hillary's in, she kind of looks like John Henry too. Uh, uh, uh. Well, weather down here this afternoon's been a little bit milder. Right now it's 84 degrees, feels like 89. Of course, it is a quarter after 8 at night. Uh, Only got a 3 mile an hour wind, so yeah, it's just very, very small breeze. Uh, but it looks like it's going to cool down about 71 tonight, which is great. Then tomorrow, Saturday, we got a humid with a thunderstorm or two. Sunday, 84 and heavy afternoon thunderstorms. I haven't heard yet. I have not heard yet. I haven't heard from him. And to be perfectly honest, I forgot to call. He's covered through tonight. So I will call them tomorrow and find out for sure. What'd you do? Send them $100? I bet you're the one that would send them $50. Chuck will be in there forever. Oh, and he's so, what is the word for this? He is so egotistical about this. You know, he just goes sashaying into the bedroom at night and just leaps up onto the bed. Of course, feels like somebody chunked a cinder block on the end of the bed because he's heavy. And oh, you forgot to call, so you got to call tomorrow also. Now look, you don't have to. He's happy in the living room. I'm telling you. Oh, he's happy, all right. My gosh, he walks all over people. He puts his butt right in their face. He purrs. He sounds like a Cheshire cat. He sounds like a raptor when he's purring. Oh my gosh, it's bad, y'all. It's bad. It's all right though. It's for a good cause. He does too. He sounds like a raptor when he's purring. Oh, like parking his butt right up under your nose. And I've heard cats like to do that because they like to feel the hot air on their butt. But I don't know about all that. I'm gonna have to get one of them butt gyms who keeps this thing up. Oh, oh.
Will you just tell Steve I got a picture for him, and I ain't gonna show it to him. But there it is, Lauren Boebert.
Now, see, why couldn't you have shown that ad this morning? Nobody would have had a problem with that ad this morning. Why couldn't you have chosen that? Why couldn't you have chosen that ad this morning?
That would not have hit y'all like the other one did.
No, it wouldn't have. And everybody else in the country, sir. Oh my gosh. You got people from Maine to California with that. Jeneth got a new baby today. Well, her mom picked her out.
A baby?
Yeah. They just went down to the Goodwill, picked out a new baby to raise. Okay, so here's something that I really love, and I'm getting so sick of hearing this. And it's off Fox, and we really got to talk about this, Dave. He said Michael said he could have kept his breakfast down seeing Lauren. Dave, you flip-flop Michael so hard this morning, could he keep his breakfast? He said he could have kept his breakfast down if he'd have shown that picture. Flash that up one more time. I like that. No, because you're going to flash the other one. Don't do it. I'll be all up there thinking I'm going to see Lauren. You'll flash Hillary back up there again. All right. But there's something I want to talk about. It's something I'm truly sick of hearing. And it's just it's gotten to the point now where it's just comical. Are you ready? It's on Fox. Jasmine Crockett, the one that everybody said that she was a diva. She was yelling at people, trying to make them cry, rarely showed up to the office to work, stuff like that. She blames race and the fact that she's a woman for the diva label. And she says those attacks just prove that she's arrived. Okay. Why is the first thing out of everybody's mouth is race? Why? I don't care what race you are.
It sells.
To whom? Who's buying this, still buying this crap?
People who make a lot of money off the arguments.
Okay. Well, let's look at this one. All right. These are the same people. Let me see if I can run this list down through my head that lied about the Trump collusion with Russia. All right. These are the same people that lied about COVID over and over and over again. These are the same people that lied about Hunter Biden's laptop. These are the same people that are lying to folks left and right about everything out there. Why are we still listening to them? It's crazy. I mean, they just spoon feed us lie after lie after lie after lie, or half truth after half truth, which is just as bad. And we just keep eating it right on down. We just keep right on drinking the Kool-Aid. Why? I mean, seriously, why do we keep doing that as a country? Wait a minute. I can't see what that says. He got caught what? Forging my name.
For Steve.
Yeah.
For Steve.
Okay.
Steve-O. Don't forget, folks, Patriot Mobile. Patriot Mobile. Make the switch today. Promo code Cornbread. I will be on the line with them either tomorrow or Monday, probably tomorrow. I'll be switching 2 more phones over for sure, maybe 3. Using that promo code, make the switch today. Great company. Don't forget about your cornbread. There, and don't forget about them coffees. It's the Southern Fried Coffee. I love it. There was a Braves were playing, was not winning. I saw my wife was watching that when I went up to the house. And we're only about 3 weeks away from college football. Yay! Yeah, and nice. Quicker than that for Friday night high school football. Yay! It's a great time. Get the temperatures going down. Yeah.
Thank you, folks, that have recently given us follows on Facebook. That's going up. YouTube, getting a few along. We thank y'all for jumping in and following with us. We appreciate it. Rumble as well. So
Have you seen the? I covered it yesterday. One of the quotes from Kamala Harris's new book about TT, old Timmy
No.
boy.
No.
Oh, she burned him. Of course, she's gonna blame everybody else. She burned him. She said, "We thought we would do." She said, "Apparently, some people didn't like my witches or some. She called it something else. Laugh." So they brought in Tim to bring joy to the campaign, and it worked. It was working. Said his energy, his singing, but said every time he would get on stage and prance around, our numbers went down. Throwed old Timmy boy right under that Kamala Harris bus. 107 days. Take that, boy. Tar tracks on your face.
Yeah, she kind of run him over. Broski, we really can't put that one up, I don't think. Although that is funny. I don't think we could put that one up. All right. Dude, I'm about out of coffee. I'll be right back. I need some more. I'm about empty.
All right. Go get your coffee. I'm not drinking coffee right now. I've been drinking coffee all afternoon. I took a little break. I may not drink anymore tonight. But the comment was really bad because it made her look like a victim. I knew they would do that. But she even said she didn't remember the staffers even that were helping her at this one event. I mean, of course she did. Yeah, he shouldn't have drank so fast. What is that? We're barely 30 minutes into the program. He's out of coffee. What the heck? Oh. Well, we're just kind of talking, broski. We're sort of transitioning into whatever. Front porch is left open by all intents and purposes, unless there is a guest to its own devices to say those things that you might not get the chance to in other shows. We're sitting on the front porch. But I will bring up a subject of which all the older people in the crowd can give a shout out from the back. We hear you. What did you enjoy your experience? This could be dangerous. I'm not being dirty. Not being dirty. Did you enjoy your experience at drive-in movie theaters? What do you remember about clean about drive-in movie theaters? Yeah, he's doing those things. Oh, yeah, Barry. Broski, Michael, yeah. An intervention for the coffee. I agree. I agree. Never been to one. Wow. I think he is, Barry. I think they've got their. I think there's some stuff coming on that. They're going to. They're going to. They've already getting rid of some folks. Freedom to prop your feet up and maybe be barefoot in the car. Well, that's kind of disgusting. That's That's your memory of the drive-in? Feet up? Bare feet? What? What the heck is that? If I went to one when I was little, but never been as an adult. Wow, y'all don't remember much about the drive-in theater? I guess I'm just old. That's sad. That is sad. Well, yeah, you mean you didn't watch the movie, Michael? I mean, come on. What did you think it was for? Don't answer that. Okay, that's cool. I can't believe the Broski's never been, and Jenna was so little she don't remember it. If she went, crazy. I'm a man out of season.
Oh. Did they actually play movies at drive-ins?
Sure, a double feature.
I don't remember ever seeing a movie at a drive-in.
I watched several.
Oh,
My mom used to take us when we were little. We would take covers. We could watch the first feature, which was usually the family feature, and then we were made to go to sleep because the second feature was a little more risque.
mm.
You mean to tell me you never went to a drive-in and actually watched a movie?
No.
Wow. Well, kill that topic because that's sad. I can remember watching movies there. It was like a family thing with my aunt, my mom, me and my cousin. We used to have a lot of fun doing that.
Dude, I generally went to drive-ins with a date. I was more focused on smooching than I was a movie.
Dude,
Oh,
I wasn't 16 years old. I was a kid, man. We went with
oh.
my mom. I'm not talking about you out trying to, you know, shag fly balls or something, man. I'm talking about going actually, watching the movie. I mean, there are people that did that.
Oh.
Oh well, that crashed and burned like the Hindenburg.
I'm sorry, I won't crash and burn you any more than that.
Nah, it's all right. I don't care. Michael, how's that foot? Did they give you anything for it, brother? I mean, like your foot.
Mike said the first movie he saw at the drive-in was Cheating Heart about Hank Williams.
Big good race this weekend. Watkins Glen road course. We'll see what happens with that. Preseason football was on last night and is on again tonight. Will be on tomorrow in various cities. It's it's a great time of year. It starts to get into a lot of sports. Me and Dean are talking about coming up with a an award for the high school football or high school football athlete of the year. and awarding that and getting them and their family on the podcast, and you know, or showing up at the school and giving it to them, and that'd be cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to put together a criteria of what it means. You know, what would they, who would be in the running, not just stats, but you know, although that's certainly a part of it, it'd be more than that. I think it's a good idea. Got some connections to local schools and in the North Georgia area anyway.
Michael said his foot's still bothering him, and the doctor said it could take up to 6 weeks to completely heal.
Praying for you, brother.
Barry said, I went to drive in below Atlanta near East Point where you can see the movie from the interstate. He said, I was 7, and it was when Walking Tall was coming out, and it was kind of vulgar because there was a topless scene that everyone saw. Be interesting from the interstate, I guess. Me and my nephews and nieces were there, and none of us should have been there.
Oh, Barry. Barry, quite contrary.
Yeah, it might have caused a few wrecks on the interstate.
All right, Barry, I responded to that. We'll be double trouble friends if we are friends. So, since you sent that, yeah, cool, broski. I'd say it was interesting. I was watching this video of a lady who was promoting books, but she promoted all. I mean, a couple of them weren't that bad, but a couple of them were like crazy. And she was just telling people to read all these books. I said, be quite honest, I don't really understand all that I'm reading, but we need to read all these books so we'll understand what's going on. I thought some books are not worth the read. They're not good. They're bad. So I was like, what's your point, lady? I mean, just read a bunch of books.
People think that just because they read a book, now all of a sudden they're educated. But if they're reading Curious George, they're really no more educated now than what they were before they started. You know.
But hey, I like some Curious George, though. There's something to be said for that.
Yeah, it's real popular in Bainbridge right now. Sorry.
I had somebody ask me today about that. What was all that about? They didn't understand it. When I explained it to them, they were fully on board that they did not want to see that type of facility in their state. Anyway, good education campaign of making sure people understand what it means. Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. You don't have to make up nothing. This one has its own smells. You don't have to add in the nasty smells. It's already there.
No doubt.
So you didn't talk to the ARA, so you don't know if any more money was given?
No, I forgot to call him today. I went up and cut grass, and when I got back, I was worn out and not feeling good. Still not feeling all that great, but I'm trying to be here tonight. So I'll call them tomorrow. They should be open. Get hold of Miss Carol and find out.
They're not open on Monday or Tuesday, are they?
No.
Sunday, Monday, or something like that. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, something like that.
I think they are open on, maybe they are open. I don't remember. Let me see if I can find out for you.
Well, I was just going to let people know. I mean, you can give online anytime, but I'm just saying they wouldn't be there to take the call. Hey, Jen, if you're still watching Steve, I've got him pulled up. Tell him I saw his butt exposed recently in this stream. See what he says. Oh, man.
They're open to the public Wednesday through Sunday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m.
Oh, they do Sunday. Okay. No Monday, Tuesday. Be great to work at a place you never have to work a Monday, but you have to work the weekend. I'm like France, or I think it was France. They proposed the 32-hour work week, get paid for 40. I did it. Up in Smoke, that was the old Chong movie, wasn't it? Cheech Chong.
Yes, it was. I think that's the whole one where, hey, I need to see Dave. Dave's not here, man. I think that was it. Could be wrong.
Chong's still alive, ain't he? Oh, I thought one of them died. I don't know. That's true, broski. If you want to get anything done, you got to do it really early because they take off really quick. I've got people that I work with that have either call or have went overseas, and you got to get everything done before lunch. And their favorite thing to say is, "Oh, it's on the boat. It's on its way. It's on the boat." Sure.
Yeah, that was up in Smoke that had it. The whole Dave's not here, man.
My friend's best mom, well, after her parents separated, mom and her dad lived in East Point. I spent a lot of time in East Point when I was about 15, 16 years old. It was an amazing culture shock. You had old communities with a lot of old settled people. You had just about anything going on. You were then just less than a mile from a lot of different cultural things. We first got to East Point, Buddy's bike had been worked on. It messed up, so we picked it up, and it was smoking, man. It wasn't that big of a bike, but that dude's had it scalding. We went to a Church's Chicken. He's over there his pops were loud. He was revving it, adjusting his carburetor just a little bit. And there was a black guy sitting in the car beside us, windows down. He's just sitting there staring at us like, really? My buddy don't see him. I'm on the back, and he's adjusting. He's just goosing it. And that guy's sitting there all aggravated. He said, "You ready?" I said, "I'm ready." He said, "Hang on." When he said that, I always knew that meant something crazy was fixing to happen. Like you just never knew with him. So we're like in a parking space between two cars. He pops a wheelie and walks it around and just goosing it with the pipes, just screaming. That black dude laid down in the seat. It scared him so bad. There's no way we could have got to him. He was in the car, but it scared him so bad. He just laid down in the seat. I will never forget that. And we tore out of there. Oh man. We shouldn't have been left to our own devices that week. We had a lot of fun. And let's just say I could have gotten in a lot of trouble. Nowadays, I hate to even think. It was not targeted at anyone, but we would have been charged with We decided it'd be funny to fill up water balloons and go to bus stops. It's like a drive-by with a water balloon,
Yeah,
or people walking down the road. Hey, it was a crazy week, man.
sounds like it.
I'm not saying it was right. I'm just saying that's what happened.
Um, Sorry about that, Michael. That came up on that screen anyway. I double posted you. So a drive-in in Trenton, Georgia, family friendly. You can step outside or tailgate. Sit up outside or tailgate.
That's right, Barry. That's right, brother. There was a active shooter at Emory earlier. I didn't hear no follow up. I was busy online, but they locked down the CDC as a part of that about 5:30, and we went live around 6. So I didn't follow up. But there were a lot of gunshots exchanged that surrounded somebody in a building of the school or something. I was just catching bits and pieces.
Suspected shooter on Emory University's downtown Atlanta campus on Friday is dead, authorities said, and a DeKalb County officer responding to the incident reportedly was killed. It occurred before 5 p.m. At Emory Point CVS, which is a part of a shopping center of restaurants. Shops and apartments where some students live. No civilians were injured, police said. I think they need to quit just quit reporting on these things. Yeah, I know it's news, but all this does is getting more and more people to do it. They need to quit reporting on it. All it is giving them attention, and that's what they're after. They're not after to make a statement. They're not after to do anything productive. They just want to go out there and kill people so they can get their point across because they think their message is more important than everybody else's. You know,
Yeah.
it's got to the point where talking over them isn't enough, or just ignoring what they're saying isn't enough. They want to go out and do this to make their statement. So I say we quit reporting on it.
Very. That's funny.
It's all right. He can wait outside the door every night. I'll turn the radio up.
Yeah, broski. That's the plan. Bunch of money exchanging hands if they're able to get it in.
And this is another example of our failed political system at times. I mean, these guys are going in. We don't vote anymore unless it's a presidential election. So these good old boys just keep voting each other in. And on a local level, a lot of times, it just turns into a money making scheme. And they are not afraid of doing it. And that kind of appears to be the case of what's going on here.
Yeah. I enjoyed that little restaurant down there, Seminole. The Seminole fan. It's a pretty nice little restaurant right there in Bainbridge. We had a good time there. Walked in and there's about 8 Georgia State patrols sitting around the table. I thought they ain't got to worry about a robbery right now.
No, probably not.
You know what shirt Kaylee wore to school today?
But she wear a Mayhaw Festival shirt.
Yep.
Good. Everybody else have to ask what the Mayhaw Festival was.
I
You know
didn't
what?
kids.
Mayhaw.
The
And she
kids
probably,
won't pay attention to that.
they were probably like, what? The Mayhaw? She was like,
They're too busy talking about some boy or some teacher they don't like, or they've got a pimple, or is their hair right, or whatever. Middle
So,
school's tough.
yeah, kind of like we used to do each other at work. My underwear's too tight. If I have a pimple, do these pants make my butt look big? We used to have those conversations at work.
That must have been night shift talk. I don't ever remember that.
Uh,
They made fun of me because I wore shorts in wintertime. Hey, he said it's hot. I didn't care. Heck with him.
yeah, broski, I don't think anybody wants a monkey farm near them. They're nasty. They're disease ridden. It's transferable to humans. You know, there's a lot of bad stuff that goes on with that. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, it'll mean more jobs. And the company setting this up is so condescending to everybody. It'll be good jobs for you and benefits. And, you know, yeah, all we want to do is we want to max out your sewage capacity to where you can't expand anymore. We want to bring in up to 10,000 monkeys. Was it 10,000? No, it was 50,000, wasn't it? Because it was more than the population of Bainbridge.
30,000, because that was
30,000.
double what Bainbridge was. But I think they were going to take like 5 years to get there, but still.
Yeah,
Well, that's what they say, if you believe them.
yeah.
We ought to get somebody, if they put that thing in, we ought to get a whistleblower. Somebody go to work there and be a plant. Report on everything. Send us information.
Who would want to take that risk?
I don't know. Yeah.
Who are we talking to even do that?
Yeah, all that monkey poop. Oh, there's always a good old boy that's willing to do something for cause. And a pack of skull. Or
Wow.
or a case of the beast. I'll do it. I can hear some good old boy. You mean you'll give me some dip and a case? Oh, I'm in. I could see us having like this guy, a person sitting behind the screen that we're interviewing with the voice altered. This is what I witnessed in the place. Monkeys were being mistreated. The water was not treated like it was supposed to be. I could see them getting all mad, like, who is this?
Oh.
I went in the bathroom and I saw on the bathroom wall that we won't say his name is a jack leg. Or
it could be teach the monkeys to ride on the bathroom walls.
We could get him to actually put on there. His name is a jackleg.
Yeah.
I don't know that they do that much anymore. A lot of bathrooms now are made with the stainless steel and all that. The old bathrooms that you could ride on, that's kind of a lost art. They were true artists. True artists.
Dave, there's only so many ways you could draw a. I can't say that word. There are only so many ways that you can draw a male genitalia, and none of them are artful.
Are you saying that you never wrote on the bathroom wall?
No, I am definitely not saying that. I didn't draw any pictures though.
I believe you were probably the poet.
I have been called a poet, but I
Broski.
was not the poet. The poet that you are referring to, I was not the poet. Who was that? Let me see if I can remember who the poet was. It's not coming to me. Now, Broski, that got wrote on the bathroom wall several times where I worked at. And there was a phone number there. And you never knew who that phone number was going to be for. I don't know who did that. But if you wanted to get a list of the people, phone numbers that worked in your department, that would be a good way to go about it. Uh-oh. Celtic Blacksmith has raided the stream.
The Celtic Blacksmith. Hello, Steve. I hope you beat the crap out of a steel tonight. Forged your heart of love.
Oh my gosh. Steve, he's got another picture for you. Be careful, because he's liable to throw the other one up first. A tape, Steve. We call that a tape. A tape.
I've never heard that in my life.
I have.
I guess I've always been a sheltered young man, and I'm thankful. I've never heard that in my life.
Oh.
Yeah, that's cool, Barry. There's a lot of good museums in around Atlanta. Really are. A lot of good history museums. And I haven't even got to go to all of them. I've been to some. I'd love to go to that Confederate Museum. I've never been to it.
Steve said you need tickets for the Browns game and the Super Bowl, man. Get it? I always heard is dropping the Browns off at the pool.
Hey, Steve, we had a request to ask if you could help this person. I told him it could probably be arranged. And then we had this one for you.
Wait a minute. Pull that one up with Bobert on it again. Steve may not be able to make a decision based off those picks. He can't see on the back half of it. So.
Oh, really, Diva? I would like to. I like to go history. I like to look at all that stuff, especially if they've got main artifacts. It is absolutely fascinating. And one of the things you notice is just how small people were back then. They were not the beast that we have today. They were very shorter and very thin. Those jackets would not fit these old beefy boys today.
Beefy. Is that another way of saying husky? I remember I used to have to buy husky jeans when I was a kid. I didn't like them.
Well, they were all boot cut and stiff. I mean, you mean you wanted the skinny jeans? Is that what you were saying?
No, but I didn't want to wear the husky jeans. Felt like it just
Did
had
you,
a flour sack sewn into the top of it with legs on it. They
did
weren't.
you like overalls?
You know what? I am almost ashamed to say this, but I wore some coveralls, but I don't think I've ever owned a pair of overalls in my life.
That ought to be, I guess, a crime against nature down there.
I know, right? Oh,
I bet Steve had some. They were probably white satin. He probably did a little bit of Bee Gees, staying alive, dancing in front of the mirror. Is that right, Diva? That's cool.
Michael said they didn't have supersized meals years ago. Owned by the
Yes,
Sons of the Confederacy.
it is. I have been a card carrying member, a chaplain actually, and a brigade commander, state brigade commander, and local camp commander. Uh, we did a lot of good stuff. All these people think they know, but they don't know. We did a lot of good stuff in the camps I was in.
Well, over on the going toward Alabama from Donaldsonville, going to Dothan, right there on the Chattahoochee River, there's an old site for a naval yard from the Civil War. And they used to go diving there and find all kind of stuff in the water. I don't know if they still do or not.
Hey, friend, we call that war between the states and the South, not Civil War.
I call it the Civil War.
That's
I
a
know you
Yankee.
call it the war between the states.
That's a Yankee term, dude. That's a Yankee term. That's your Yankee history books. Come on, man. Civil War. This is not a Guns N' Roses song.
War they had here in America against the North against the South. That's what I'll call it. Ooh, here's a big feud.
Broski, you can't join the Suns unless you have a. You can become a supporter. You can't become an official member without lineage, direct or we'll say vertical or horizontal.
See you in a little bit, Steve. Be careful. That stuff gets kind of heavy and it might still be hot.
Yes, Barry, and that's a good deal to do because those fees go up. If you enjoy helping redo things in cemeteries, marching in parades, school education, it's all good, man. It's all good. That's a lot of what I was involved with. I'm saying you have to know who they are, though. You have to show that. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying you have to show that. They started a new thing where you could be like a supporter, but I joined through my what would be a cousin to me. His name is Ezekiel Catlett Cordell. His daddy was brother to my great grandfather, three greats. My grandfather was named Benjamin, three greats. Ezekiel's daddy was named Jeremiah. And it's cool because I named, Jeremy was really Jeremiah. And then his brother was named David B. Cordell. Of course, I'm David. My dad was David. But David joined the Union Cavalry. I have his release papers from Fort Leavenworth, Kansas on a disability. I love to do all that. I love to study. That's great, broski.
I thought Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
We used to sing that song to him. Yeah, broski, but I'm getting old, man. You talk about a discussion we had before, I probably don't remember it. My brain don't work like it used to, but I'm usually pretty good about remembering most things. But here lately, I'm pushing through me so many things through my brain. It's really hard to remember everything. But that's good though. Yeah, well, I remember, vaguely remember us having this conversation. Yeah. If they were in the Stonewall Brigade, that is some of the most highly sought after genealogy to find.
There you go. There you go.
Get what?
Get some. He can join if he wants to.
What am I supposed to get? I'm here supporting you, man.
He giving you a hard time.
Well, I mean, I can't help it because he wants to join the WNBA as a broadcaster or something. I mean, I try to help the old boy out. I mean,
I think he wants to join the WNBA so he can get cheap pinup posters.
He was. I ain't gonna say it. He'll jump on me. You know how they? Well, I can't do it. I just can't do it.
If you scared, say scared. Are you scared of broski? Just go ahead and put it out there.
No, I was just gonna say. You know how they have these people that ensure that the kids are wearing underwear when they come to their prom? I mean, they have people that do that crap. That's bull crap. But you know,
What?
Yeah, there's schools that have done that. They put the underwear police at the door. There's been schools that got caught doing that. So anyway, I was thinking at the WNBA, you could be the person that's checking, let's just say to make sure that they're compliant with being able to be in that league. A real American family since the early 1700s. So was mine, broski. We were Tobacco Road, baby. North Carolina. We come from Old England on my dad's side. You see where they're trying to, they've shut down temporarily construction at Alligator Alcatraz. Environmental concerns.
Yes.
Dipsticks, jacklegs. It don't matter. They're still going to do it. You bunch of losers. What? Roll on the wall, flush twice to get to the
Flush twice to get the deli. That's disgusting, dude. Oh. At least you didn't find it in a bar that said flush urinal twice to get the beer on tap.
One time I worked at the supermarket, and there was a page to come over and I hated the guy that had to go. He was a good guy. They paged for a cleanup guy to come to the bathroom. There'd been an explosion. And it was.
Years ago, I worked at a grocery store. It was fairly well known up there in your neck of the woods there. And I remember that they had an announcement came over. They were advertising their specials over the intercom system. And it said, "Thank you for shopping at that store where, you might can beat her prices, but you can't beat her meat." And it just let it go right there. And that's where and I had tears coming down my cheek and on my face because it just cracked me up at the time. you know. And it was like, did they really just do that? Yes, yes, they did. And years ago, I was working at another store before that, and I was not long out of the service, and I had working with a bunch of old guys, and it came time to make the announcement, and they always would get me to make the announcement. I had to stop what I'm doing, go to the phone, make this stupid announcement. And I didn't like doing it, but I liked everybody there, So they said, "Go make the announcement." I don't want to. Go make the announcement. Fine. Went over there and grabbed the phone, got the announcement page out. Well, golly, y'all shoppers out there, we got some great prices back here in the meat department. Shazam! I went through the whole announcement using that voice, and then I hung up. And the market manager came back in there and said, "What are you doing?" And the store manager is making a beeline straight back to the store, right back to the meat case there. I mean, just straight back there, you know. And he come in, the market manager's just chewing me out. He said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, wait a minute. Don't chew at him. Come here." Man, there was people all up and down the meat case. He said, "You do it like that every time if you want to." Navy there, broski.
What you do is you get on there and say, "Well, we've got a special deal on some meat, and they're going fast. Oh, there's another one gone. There's only two left. Two left." People like to get into competitions like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That they do.
They stopped them from doing it, but I remember. I wish they still had the gas wars. That was a lot of fun. Gasoline stations that would keep dropping their prices. That was great.
Yep. Anchors away, my boys. Anchors away. Yep. Yeah, we definitely need to do that one on karaoke sometime. We got enough people on here now. Y'all want to say something that hurts? I don't know if you can see the sunburn. Oh, let me see. I can do it this way here. Yeah. There you go. Oh, y'all see that? That's the color a real man gets when he's cutting grass and it's nice and cool in the morning and clouds, and then sun comes out. And you don't go put on no sunscreen or bigger shirt. But it's all right. Sword stiff. So Elizabeth and I started a new feature today on the lunchtime show. It's bad marriage advice. Bad marriage advice. Kind of, it's, and I'd like to share mine from today with y'all tonight. If your wife is upset and grumpy and going around screaming and yelling and fussing at you, a lot of people think if you just turn around and tell them to just calm down, that will help. That is absolutely the wrong thing to do, because they're not going to calm down. Just look, get them gently by the shoulders. Okay? Make direct eye contact and look deep and lovingly into their eyes and say, "Darling, you're acting just like your mother. And I don't want to be with your mother. If I had chosen to be with your mother, I would come home every day to a clean house, folded laundry, and supper cooked. I chose you." That'll calm them right down every time. Guaranteed. Don't you think so, Dave?
Yeah. Sun poison.
He's talking about my sunburn.
Oh. Sunburn. Worst I ever felt for somebody that had sunburn was a guy at the plant, and he was walking stiff as I've ever seen anybody walking, and it was in weaving, middle of summer. This guy was he looked red all over. His legs were walking so far apart, like he looked like he was on a horse.
Yeah.
And it was, I mean, it just he couldn't even put his arms down. He was burnt. I felt bad for that guy. And I thought that guy probably don't need to be here, but I bet he can't afford it. But he got bad. I mean, that was the worst one I ever saw. I felt bad for him, man. You know, he's sweating, man.
Yeah.
That would be uncomfortable as crap.
The worst one that I ever got was on Lake Blackshear. And I thought my legs were tanned enough at the time. I used to wear shorts a lot that it would, I'd be all right out there on the lake. Boy, was I wrong. And man, just absolutely blistered. I had blisters literally on my legs. And I had a job cutting meat, working at a slaughterhouse at the time. It's right after I got out of service. So I was over in Tifton. And I had to go into work wearing jeans because we were working on the slaughter floor. And the only way I could sleep at night was I had a spray bottle of Mister to spray my legs down with a fan blowing on. That's how bad I was burnt, and I had to go in wearing them jeans. Boy, you did not want your legs to touch nothing. You talk about miserable. My legs haven't really seen a lot of days since then. I mean, I wear shorts when I go in the ocean, but I got on SPF 5000 if I can find it. No.
Remember when those guys at work went and helped cut them trees down for the tornado? The tornado hit Thomas Tegg's house, and they wore shorts, and they got poison ivy or oak up all the way down up their legs in their crotch. They had to leave work and go to a doctor. They were so sick. One dude had his legs propped up on the desk. He was inspecting the fabric. He had the air blower blowing right on his crotch. I'm like, dude, go home, man.
Yeah, the stuff gets everywhere apparently. I'm one of the few fortunate people. I'm not allergic to poison ivy or poison oak. Neither one of them bother me. I ain't never had a case of poison ivy or poison oak in my life. But I am allergic to mosquitoes. So if a mosquito bites me, man, I welt up and everything else. That's when I take Benadryl, So, yeah, there's good and bad with that. But I've heard that poison ivy and poison oak gets everywhere because you scratch it and it spreads.
Yeah.
Oh. And I know a lot of them guys up there that we worked with way back when. And it seemed like they was all scratching that general area all the time anyway. So if you got a little bit of poison ivy anywhere, it was bound to get there.
Bad stuff.
Yes.
That's something I would I just try to stay away from. Horrible.
Well, guys, sorry about the Orem people couldn't make it tonight. We're going to try to have them back on one night next week. I know a lot of people kept showing some interest in it. But they had an emergency run to Tallahassee, and they'll be here one night next week. Understand, life does happen. That's the thing, we try to make interviews and stuff. Sometimes life just happens. So it'll be okay. We will get them on. I do want to make an announcement for folks here in Colquitt for tomorrow. They're having the Miller County Farmers Market in Colquitt from 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. I may actually try to swing by there for that. So swing by and check it out.
Get some fresh stuff.
Yes. Barry says he remembers when Quick Trip had a gas war, got down to 99 cents a gallon. I remember growing up, and my mom and her husband, we were going through Bainbridge, I think. It's either Bainbridge or Quincy. And they said, oh my gosh, gas is getting ridiculous. If it ever gets to $1 a gallon, we're just going to have to just park the car.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's
right.
like people saying that when them cigarettes get to be 75 cents a pack, I'm quitting.
We'll start over. You know what amazes me? I had a guy one time tell me, if you saved all the money that you spent on those cigarettes, you could buy you your own private jet. You could do it. You could have bought a private jet for what you spent on those cigarettes. And I immediately start looking, like, huh? What you looking for? You smoke? Well, no. Where's your jet? Oh. Yes,
I
a little
remember you.
soon as you,
Hello, Zachariah,
yeah.
Rowdy Rebel, or Rebel
Uh,
Rowdy. I can't. It's Rowdy Rebel, right?
Barry says a little sun is good for you. Vitamin D. I don't take no D.
I remember you used to go to the store and get. I didn't buy them. I didn't dip, but people could buy those dip packs. I mean, it was Skull. It'd be like 5 of them for $1 or something.
Yeah.
I remember that. I worked at the grocery store at the time.
Yeah.
Man, they come in there and buy them things left and right.
Yeah. And that was the cans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they would be packaged together, 4 or 5
Yeah.
of them in a pack.
That's because it was Skull. It wasn't worth the crap. I mean, you want Copenhagen if you want some real stuff.
But still,
Oh.
if you were on a, didn't have the money. I mean,
Yeah, well, you had to have something. I'll tell you what, though.
I never dipped, so I never liked it.
I did. When I was in high school, I dipped tobacco smoke. Ugh. Right? Oh, my goodness. That old, everybody had them little rings on their back pockets, where they carried their Copenhagen. And I kept getting busted dipping. I wasn't supposed to be dipping, so I'd put it in behind my wallet. So, I'd have my wallet so it wouldn't make that little ring on the outside there. Had a ring on my wallet, but,
Zachariah, that's not nice.
that is not nice at all.
It was 1980, if you must know.
Yeah, and it was in the 80s when I was doing stuff too. So,
Model T.
Model T.
Come on, man, as Joe would say.
All right, Dave, go ahead and flash the picture. I got my eyes down. You know which one to flash. Go ahead,
Well,
get it. Get it.
We got a picture for him. Here you go.
Done?
That's our cuss jar. When you do something dumb, we're gonna put that picture up.
That's just wrong. Oh my gosh. Y'all, we're sorry. We're sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. That was my fault. Oh my gosh.
Steve will be glad he missed that.
Oh my goodness.
Poor Bill.
Poor Bill, poor us. That just goes that right there is the epitome of a Democrat, right there to me. That is the perfect demonstration and everything of a Democrat. That's what they'll do to stay in power and to keep power. They're willing to do that to get their way. That is the lengths they are willing to go to Oh my gosh! I mean, put it. Look, put it back up. We're gonna have to break this picture down, okay? And I hate to. Oh God, that is so ugly. Look at the jowls, okay? That is from being at the hog trough, okay? I'm sorry, at the donkey trough. And that's where her neck is rubbed back so many times where it's made a fold there. And the lips right there, you know, what that is, she's talked so much crap that her mouth is starting to form the shape of a butthole. Uh, and we're not going to talk about the thunder thighs. Oh my gosh. Woo. Uh, this is the lengths that they're willing to go to, that Bill was willing to go to have this blushing bride on his arm or wherever she was. At I bet she wishes now she smoked cigars. Uh, Barry says for sunburn, you need to get something called foil. I can't even say that word. Foley ointment. I don't believe I'm going to be getting no foil ointment. It
If
sounds
you
like
went to the
something.
store and asked for that down there, they'd wonder what's wrong with you. That
Yeah,
boy's been in
that
the
sounds
sun
like
too much.
something Hillary was slather all over herself so she could stand and be touching Bill.
Ugh,
Uh,
that's bad. Bad.
I do think Hillary and Michelle Obama make a cute couple.
For some reason, I just had that former Alabama coach when he got caught in the hotel room.
Oh,
That popped in my head. Roll Tide.
oh,
I'm rolling it.
you know that couple that got caught at the Coldplay concert on the jumbotron,
Yeah.
they might as well just went roll tide. I mean, they were so busted. You know, when you busted that bad, just say roll tide. You know.
Or like the dude that hit the tumor's corner, roll D Tide.
Yeah,
That's what he said.
roll D tide. Hmm.
Oh man.
Dude, you know,
I mean, there was no need to hide. At that point, you just like, oh well,
you know,
it's over now.
and everybody got
Turn
so
out the
offended.
lights. The party.
I got to touch back on. Everybody got so offended at Bill Clinton because of the whole Monica Lewinsky thing. You know, everybody got so offended. I did not. I did not. It did. I didn't care. It didn't bother me. Didn't like he lied about it. He did no reason for him to lie about it. Everything you needed to understand about that whole situation, Dave, put the picture back up. If you had to
What?
come home to this every single night, every night, this is what you come home to. The Monica Lewinsky thing makes sense. I'm just saying. Not offended, not upset. Upset you lied about it. Didn't have to lie about it. It was perfectly understandable. Sorry, I'm gonna quit hating on Hillary's looks. She can't help it. She can't help it. Although she's rich, there's not that much money in the world, I don't think, that a plastic surgeon could fix that.
Just a couple old folks from Arkansas.
I,
Sweet.
You did that, not me. Look, I'm trying. I'm trying here. I'm trying to move on past this, and I can't. And I've tried, and the suey did not help. They went to a Georgia game, and they gave them a standing ovation, screaming, "Go Dogs!"
And can anybody be any less talented than their daughter? She has no skills, none.
Oh, she has a skill. It's crying and whining, and bitching. That's her skill set. She's going to be a great Democrat.
I just got to believe there's been some daddy out there that took his son to the side and said, "Son, it's your business who you go out with, and you've been going out with that Clinton gal, and I just want to bring something to your attention. In 20 years or 30 years, she's gonna look a whole lot more like her mama. Is that something you can live with?"
Zachariah. Zachariah. Oh,
Oh,
and no, Dave, I don't know if that father has ever done that. They've never found the body.
I just love that scene in Jason Robards in that movie where they're pulling the scam on the poker game in the Old West, but they don't realize it. And he goes home, and that Jason Robards' daughter is a dog. I mean, a dog. And he tells that guy, he tells him to go out the window, take his horse. He gave him like $500. He said, and just ride and keep riding and don't look back until you find a girl that's worthy, because you don't want to marry this girl. He's talking about his own daughter.
Yeah.
He said,
Oh,
get out of here. Don't
Go,
ruin your life.
go.
I love that movie.
But can you imagine what the girl's mama had to look like? Had to look like Klinger off MASH. Or Marty Feldman. Oh.
Oh, man.
My goodness. Well, we made enough racket. Chuck's not even in here anymore. I don't know where he's at. He's on the rocking chair, on the porch on the rocking chair. Okay. Sounds about right. So it's a good time to go through this here again. Y'all, let's go over our ARA. If y'all want to make a donation to keep it where Chuck can stay in the bedroom, there is the number to call for Animal Rescue Alliance in Donaldsonville, Georgia. For every dollar raised, Chuck gets one more night in the bedroom. I don't let the cat sleep in the bedroom. The reason why is because they waller all over the bed. I like having one room in the house where there's no cat hair. Chuck crawls all over you all night long. There's cat butts in your face and everything else. But Dave said I was causing emotional trauma to Chuck. And I'm not drinking warm tea for the donation for the donation drive. So for every dollar that you donate to Animal Rescue Alliance, Chuck gets one more night in the bedroom. Tonight's the last night that's paid for. Just saying. Yes, that was Marty Feldman. Absolutely. That's probably what the girl's mama looked like in that movie David was talking about. I ain't got nobody. I'm sorry, I love that movie. One of Gene Hackman's. It was more of a cameo, I guess, but it was iconic because he played the blind guy that met Frankenstein. Oh my gosh! And that whole scene with Hackman and what's his name that played the monster. Oh, it was great. Oh my goodness. Why can't I say his name? Uh, when I see it, I'll know it. Peter Bull, and it's not even pulled up yet. I already remember it. Oh, I'm pretty sure that was it. Yeah, from Everybody Loves Raymond. You're right. He played Raymond's dad in that, and that whole scene with him and Gene Hackman. Oh my goodness, I have never laughed so hard in my life. I'm sorry, Young Frankenstein is a classic. It's one of the best movies ever. Uh, I did see a thing where they were talking to Gene Wilder about it, and he said the only reason why he took the role and the only way that he would take it was that Mel Brooks could not be in it. So, I mean, that is amazing. I thought that was amazing. Oh, what is your favorite? All right, this is for everybody out there. Favorite Mel Brooks movie? I know what most of them are going to say, and I think I know what Dave's going to say. What is your favorite Mel Brooks movie? Yes, I did hear that. That Mel Brooks is doing a Spaceballs too. Zachariah says, Blazing Saddles. Jennifer can't think of the name. Tell us what it's about a little bit. And one of us on here can probably tell you the name. Was it in space? Did it have a little green guy named Yogurt? Did it have Bill Pullman and John Candy in it? Was it in color or black and white? That would be Blazing Saddles, I would say. Zachariah, that was Robin Hood, Men in Tights. We're men, we're men in tights. I'm going to say that my favorite Mel Brooks movie was Young Frankenstein. It was amazing. Uh, the whole they didn't really want to do it because they did it in black and white, but that whole thing was, I mean, it captured it perfectly. I think. What about you, Dave?
I mean, nobody likes my answers, and everybody thinks I'm weird. But I've never seen any of his movies except pieces of Blazing Saddles. I don't even know if I ever watched it all the way through. I really don't. I can't comment because I didn't watch them.
Okay. Yeah, his
I've
sense of humor wasn't necessarily for everyone. I mean, it had a lot of silly, but it had a lot of political satire, stuff like that mixed up in there. So Spaceballs, I thought was rather funny.
I came from a very conservative family. We didn't watch a lot of that, and later on, I just didn't go back and watch it. Not that I'm not conservative, because I am, but I have seen good portions of Blazing Saddles, but I've never watched it from all the way through. Um, I'm a comedy fan, but I'm a comedy fan of a different sort, and I don't know. I can't comment. I'm weird. Maybe I don't know.
It's
I just
okay.
never was into those movies, and I usually watch older stuff. I don't watch anything modern. I'm very much watch old stuff, but I just never. I like comedy to a certain degree. I'm just not a fan of all comedy. I guess I would say it that way.
Okay. Well, what do you mean Lethal Weapon? That was not a Mel Brooks movie. Lethal Weapon.
Now I do like Lethal Weapon.
Yeah. You know what makes you feel so old now? When you go back and you watch the original Lethal Weapon movie, and Danny Glover goes and gets the car phone out of the back of the car so he
Oh
can
yeah,
call back to the station, and it's this box and it's this big and this high, and he's like, oh. And it was
appreciate
like,
all appreciate all you people from X being here tonight. Got quite a few. Thank you for your support tonight of the Southern Fried.
yes.
I don't know if they can even chat. I really don't. I don't know how StreamYard does that. Sometimes X is weird. I mean, StreamYard's weird like that. So I don't know. But if you can, feel free to pop in. Um,
She's just logged back in, so she. Okay. Well, let's ask you about this movie. Have you ever seen and did you like Maverick?
Maverick with who?
The original Maverick with James Garner.
I've probably seen most of it.
I mean, no,
Um,
there was a movie, but there was a series also with that. That James Gardner played Brett Maverick or played Maverick.
I never watched it a whole lot. My mom watched it more than I did.
All right. And there was a movie with him and that Gibson guy. What was his name? Mel Gibson. Sorry, I drew a blank. Shouldn't have after Lethal Weapon. But yeah, what did you think of the movie? You said you saw some of it.
I don't think I saw that.
Okay.
I remember them made that movie, but I don't. I don't even think I saw that.
It was,
I'm pretty sure I did because I would have. I guess I'd have remembered it.
I actually liked it. It had some funny moments to it. So
I never was a big Garner fan. I liked him in TV series, but um, I don't know. My mom watched some stuff later on. He made some comments that really made me mad, and I just kind of sort of did a ban of all his stuff. I didn't like. I didn't like his comments, and I didn't like one of the last things he did. I didn't care for it. So
hmm.
I'm a big fan of westerns. I just wasn't. I did like that, Zachariah.
Lone Wolf McQuade.
It's
That
not my
was
favorite one by him, but I watched it.
that was Chuck Norris, correct?
Yeah, nowhere near my favorite Chuck Norris film, but I did watch that.
I look. One of my guilty things, I guess, as far as modern day movies, I have really enjoyed The Expendables. And it mainly is for the references back to all these old war movies and stuff like that, and all these old action movies. And they keep having these references. They keep bringing these old action heroes back. It just cracks me up, you know. And the whole thing, they're all pinned down, and here comes Chuck Norris in and saves the day because he's the Chuckster.
I like Chuck Norris a lot. He's great. His commentaries are great. You know,
Yes.
I mean, let's be honest. He wasn't a great actor, but it's good action.
Yeah.
His dialogue early on in a lot of his movies was pretty bad. I mean, he seemed robotic, but he did bring a good part. He got better as he went. But I do love to read his articles.
Yeah. You know
I
who?
still, I still, I still like that scene between him and Bruce Lee. I think that was classic.
Yes. You know who had some okay movies, but who I could not really stand as an actor. Charles Bronson. He his
I like some of his stuff. He was a very dark kind of guy.
yeah.
I can tell you that the guy that played in a lot of stuff as a B actor, as a secondary, that played in that movie, what was the one where he was the watermelon guy? That guy was in a lot. He was a flaky kind of actor. He couldn't stand Bronson. He said he treated him horrible. He said that
Man.
guy. He said everybody else was great. I didn't like that guy. Bronson was a kind of a dark guy. I mean, he just was. He wasn't that slap you on the back, cut up kind of guy. He was a very serious person, and that persona came out in his movies.
Yeah.
You know, but I did
Yeah.
like a lot of his movies.
Yeah. I think my favorite movie that he was in was The Dirty Dozen. I did
Yeah,
like The Dirty Dozen.
actually, one of the movies I really liked by him. It probably didn't make a lot of money, but it was the one where he was guarding the president's wife. Uh, I like that movie,
Was that Active
which was
Alpha?
his real wife in real life, and she
Uh,
was played a real jerk. But I did like a lot of stuff he did, but he just wasn't one of my favorites.
he also made the lamest movie ever called The White Buffalo, where the buffalo would, this giant white buffalo, they were hunting it, and it would come barreling down the mountain, sound just like a locomotive, you know. It wasn't a bad story, but the effects on it were just absolutely horrible. Hmm. Yeah, that's not a name brand one there. Hi there, Dean. See you over there. How are you doing tonight?
Uh, you know, that like I said, some actors it's selective. I like some things they did, some things I hate. There are some that I like just about everything they did, but um, what was the guy that played on that TV show? It was real popular for like 5 years. Accused of killing his wife. He was a hard nosed kind of guy. Well, I didn't care for him as an actor. What was his name? 70s actor. Uh,
Uh,
what was that guy's name? It's on the tip of my tongue.
I can't do it. Uh, from the 70s.
Yeah, he was. God, I can see his face. I just can't think of the name of the show. He was accused of killing his wife and was found in the car or whatever. What was that dude's name? I think I'm thinking of the show that's throwing me off, but I can't think of it.
Was it Robert Blake?
Yeah, Robert Blake. I was never a fan.
Okay.
Just never was a fan of his.
Uh,
Beretta, thank you, Dean.
Beretta.
Yeah, I just wasn't a fan.
Yeah.
Now, I think the 70s were filled with great TV shows that were comedies, like Barney Miller. I absolutely loved that show. So many
Yeah.
different characters in there that were so funny.
And you had Fish. You had oh god.
The
Ron
the
Glass.
yeah,
Played, played
the police inspector, Barney himself.
yeah.
It was just several characters there. It was a great show.
You know, in the television series Firefly, they brought Ron Glass in to play like the preacher. Outstanding role for him, and he did great with it. But I don't really know of anything else that he's done other than that and Barney Miller. And he's got an amazing voice.
He was in some other TV shows. I think he was in a episode of Matlock or something like that. You know, so a lot of those actors floated around.
But you know,
he probably did The Love Boat.
Who didn't go on?
Everybody went on The Love Boat.
Oh my God!
When your career was kind of dying, you went to The Love Boat.
I think Carol Connor went on The Love Boat.
SWAT was good. Dean, the A-Team,
Starsky and Hutch.
Starsky and Hutch, yeah.
Everybody likes Starsky and Hutch. Magnum PI, you got to throw it out there. Da-na-na-na. I'm sorry. But we did have some good shows in the 70s and 80s, you know.
Benny Hill was funny.
Yes, Benny Hill was funny.
My mom watched him a lot. John Cleese. I'm a big fan of John Cleese.
Yes.
Him and Steve Martin were absolutely fabulous together.
I was pretty much a fan of all those British comedy. I love Benny Hill. I like John Cleese. I like Monty Python, you know, and the Quest for the Holy Grail. You know, those movies are classic, and they're hilarious. Emergency, yes, I remember that one. Oh, here's another good one. Do y'all remember Chips?
Yeah.
There was one show that I fought to watch every Friday night. I still remember it came on Friday night at 8 or 9 o'clock. I don't remember the time. I know it came on Friday nights. Buck Rogers in the 25th century.
Wasn't a big fan of that.
Oh, I was a little bit younger than you, sir, and I'm gonna tell you, it was flipping amazing back then. I've tried to watch it now; it's horrible. But back then, man, I had to watch it. I was all over me some Buck Rogers.
Battlestar Galactica.
I tried. I like it better now. Speaking of old shows, I think YouTube is putting out the original Land of the Lost series this summer. And they're talking about doing a reboot of Land of the Lost. And I remember, you know, you had the sleep stack, you know, guys, you know, in the rubber suits. But, you know, that may have been a little bit after your time. So, not a big Land of the Lost fan, huh? Guess not. All right. Well, I guess this is a good time as any to log off for the show for the night. I don't think Dave's hearing me. Trying to get going there. Yes, that was the one with Dad and the two kids, Land of the Lost. I don't know. But they are talking about doing a reboot of the Land of the Lost. So, yeah, I don't know if they will. Dean's Charlie's Angels was good. I liked it. So. You watched Land of the Lost, Jenna? Yeah. And Zachariah remembers talking about Land of the Lost or Charlie's Angels. I don't know. If they reboot it the right way, I think it would be amazing. I did not care for the movie at all. Let me put that out there. So. All right. Well, guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in with us tonight. We'll see y'all here. I'm sure they've seen you multiple times over the weekend. I'll be back Monday morning. Y'all have a great day. Thank y'all for tuning in with us. Appreciate you. And we will see y'all next time. So
have a great night, everybody. Appreciate you. Charlie. Never saw him.
Yeah.
Hawaii 5-0, like that too. Big fan. Dono, book him. Book him,
Yeah.
Dono.
All right.
Fantasy Island.
Yeah, that was a good one. All right. All right. Well, y'all have a great night, and we will see y'all next time. You got anything else, Dave?
No, sir.
Okay. Y'all have a great night. See you next time.
Sitting on the front porch on a Friday night with our friends. Life is good. Come on by and take a chair or lean on the rail. Let's have laughter and remember fun times